All right, this is Mr. Keenan here with US Government, and I'm going to show you kind of how to get to your assignment directions, how to copy and fill out a template on Google Docs. You can do the same thing on Microsoft Word, how to save your assignment from Google Docs, and then how to upload and submit that for grading. So here I am, this first page. Once you log in and press continue, it's called the announcement page, basically the home page for the course. This is my number for those of you who don't have it yet. Anyways, let's get to it. So up here we have lessons and assessments, two really important tabs. If I go to assessments, this is what is graded. Sometimes in the lessons there are these review little quizzes and stuff like that where you match things. Those are not graded. This is what is graded. So I'm going to look at this assignment here, 1.02. You really want to do things in order, starting with 1.01, natural rights, because we are not doing collaboration. But 1.02, citizenship, and it's going to be worth 100 points. And this is where I turn it in. Now, there are no directions here. Why? Because this is just where I turn it in. Think about back in elementary school, or maybe even some of your high school teachers. They had maybe a tray or a series of trays where you turn certain assignments in. That's kind of what this is. Now, where are the directions for the assignments? That's in our textbook, in our lessons. So we're going to say that we already did that first quiz, 1.01. We did well, and now we are on 1.02. What is citizenship? And here, going to that lessons tab, we get to our online textbook. And up here is how I'm going to flip the pages. I'm going to slowly read through this. I'm going to make notes so that I understand it, so that I only have to do the assignments once. When I have my DVA with Mr. Keenan, I know what I'm talking about. And if I'm not sure, I have notes that I can refer to. So if you do it right the first time, it's a lot easier. So there's often this review slide at the end. Again, this is not for points. This is just to kind of review and see how you're doing. If you don't do well, of course, go back. It's really not a lot of reading. And here we are now. 1.02, what is citizenship? Assessment. This is the same title that matches what we had in our assessments tab before. And here we have our directions. We have our steps, 1, 2, 3, and in all the directions in the rubric that I grade from, there are points awarded to it. So if it says, to include a picture and you don't include a picture, you're going to get docked points. If it says to write a letter to the president and instead you just include information, which is 1.03 citizens in action, I'm going to probably either send that back to you or you're going to get a bad grade. So here you're doing an interview, whether it's with an immigrant that you know that you can interview, or if you don't, write a fictional interview. There are some tips on here on how to do it, okay? So use this template. When it gives you a template, use the template. It's going to be a lot easier for you to complete the assignment. Make sure you don't miss anything. It's way easier for me to grade. So I click on the template. Now, I'm on a Chromebook, which is probably what a lot of you are on. And Chromebooks are kind of weird and annoying sometimes. So here's how you can do it on a Chromebook. If you can do this on a Chromebook, you can do it on any computer. And it's going to be the easiest way to use a template. So I'm going to click and highlight this template. Or I could use Control A to select all. Either way, I'm going to copy it. And then here, I'm going to open the Google Docs, and you all should have Google Docs access with your school account. And I am going to paste it here. And all of a sudden, bam, we got our template. We know exactly what we need to do for this section of the assignment. And then we can just fill it out. So my name, Mr. Keenan. And let's say my in-laws are immigrants, so I'll interview my father-in-law. And here we go. Now, if I'm doing a fictional interview, I'm going to be using my imagination based off some YouTube videos or research that I did. If I'm interviewing someone for real, I can fill this out as they spoke, or I could record it and take notes and then fill this out afterwards. So, what inspired you to become a U.S. citizen? Let's say I have a recording and some notes from when I interviewed my father-in-law, and he says, I always saw America in the movies. It looked amazing. There were fast cars, lots of food, and everyone had big houses. All right, and so on and so forth. And then I would just do that for each one of these. Now I'm going to save my assignment. US Gov 1.02. I'll put my last name. Now, here's how you're going to upload it. If you upload it as just a document, or you share your Google Doc as Access, it's really not going to work well. The best way to do it, especially so none of the formatting gets messed up, is to download as a PDF. So I'm going to download this as a PDF. Slowly but surely, my Chromebook will give me the option. All right. Save. So I now downloaded this. If I open it, here it is. It's all nice and saved with all my new answers. And so what I'm going to do when I turn this in is go to my assessments tab. And I'm going to go to that assessment. Right? This is like that tray to turn in your work. And then here I am. I will add files. So I find my files, I add it. It's here. If I turn in multiple works, right? Let's say you do a PowerPoint and you have a photo and you have an essay that's in the PDF. You're going to upload all three of those here. And then I would submit for grading and just send it into grade. If I give some notes, if you get some notes from your teacher, those are going to appear here. And you can click this box and submit for resubmission. If you make any changes and you would like your assignment graded again, I tell you to make some changes so you can get a grade. Don't just turn back the same assignment. And also really important, this section here, student comments. Mr. Keenan, I had trouble finding someone who would talk to me. I'm going to start brushing my teeth, and instead I did a fictional interview. Hope that's okay. Of course it's okay. It's in the directions. Go brush your teeth. Do not write your assignment in student comments. Do not write an essay in student comments. And here's the main reason. FLVS, this website, it crashes. It has issues all the time. Computers have issues. If the website crashes and you're halfway through an essay or you just finished filling out a template, you will lose this whole thing. It will disappear and you're going to be so upset. And you're going to call me and text me really angry, and I can't do anything to help you, and I'm going to be upset too because that's really annoying. So if you do your work in Google Doc, it always saves automatically. So even if your whole computer crashes, it's going to be okay. And then you don't have to worry about it. The only thing you would have to worry about is maybe you got some bad Wi-Fi and you're having trouble submitting it, right? And in that case, just text me. Hey, Mr. Keenan, did my assignment come through? It was being kind of weird today, right? But do not do your work here. I'll still grade it if I can read it and stuff like that, but you're going to have a bad time if this is where you do your work. It's going to be way easier just to do it and save it here. All right, guys. I hope that helps. And if you have any more questions, just text me. I'm here to help you.